Good evening, everybody. We're coming back again this week with another vault, but it's kind of going to be a little disappointing if I'm being completely honest. We didn't do too much on too many characters this week, so we're going to have to just kind of roll with the punches and see what we get on the characters that we did stuff on. Obviously, the main character that we've been running for the majority of the past few weeks has been the Shaman. So the Shaman's got quite a few options in front of him. But when it comes to the Warlock, we've got more key options than we do anything else. I think I did some delves and stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. And then when it comes to the Warrior, we just did a couple keys, so we don't have too much in his direction either. But without further ado, we'll get into the Warlock to start things off. We're parked outside of the vault, so we're already ready to go. We're in our Destruction loot spec. And we'll go ahead and rip this bad boy open. I don't think I did raid on this guy, except LFR. So we'll see if I even did LFR. Doesn't look like I did that even. So it does look like we have Hero Pants for our dungeon option, which is not anything. We already have Hero Pants, so we're not going to worry about taking that. We have another Hero Trinket, which is secondary stat increase, jump to administer the antidote to end the effect. Excuse me. If the antidote is not administered before the end of the effect, you'll be stunned for 5 seconds. Wowzers. That's a lot of secondary stats, actually. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research. We'll do a little SimC action, and we will copy that over and kind of see what that's going to be looking like. The Unearthed Relic Band, that is actually a fantastic option. That is a almost equal haste crit hero track ring, which conveniently are the two stats that I'm looking for as a Destro Lock right now. So that could be really good, and we're not going to worry about the shoulders there. I'm going to go ahead and run a quick sim on this, and I will see what's going to be best. Okay, the sims are in, and it does look like our Unearthed Relic Band is ultimately going to be the choice for the Warlock. We're looking at the rest of the kind of damage breakdowns and stuff, and it looks like the way that it shifts my stats around, specifically replacing my high Nerubian Signet, right? Because I'm going from a versatility mastery ring to a crit haste ring, which is my two better secondary stats. We're not having to deal with primary on this at all. So that flip right there alone makes that significantly more worth it. The Concoction Kiss of Death is still a good trinket. It's pretty high up there, I think, and a pretty rare one to get, honestly. But the ring does come out on top. So we're going to take that hero ring, we're going to call it a day there, and we'll move on to the Warrior, who's got a little bit of a disappointing vault this week. We did get a Grim Batal on the Warlock, so we'll just keep on cycling through. If I had to guess this week, we're probably going to be getting tokens again on the Warrior, because I haven't really been playing the Warrior too much lately. All right. Let's get in here. We're in Protection loot spec. We still have our god ugly Mog. And just a couple choices here. What do we got? We do have a Hero Cloak that is verse crit. So big verse, little crit. Not bad. We've got a haste crit cloak on already that's pretty decent for Warrior, so I'm not too worried about that. This, however, might end up being a really good choice. If I remember correctly, the spare meat hook sims pretty well for protection, just because it'll give you the strength outward, and then it's got a decent amount of damage that actually is run from it. So we'll run another quick sim here just to confirm, because we don't really have too much of an issue surviving on the Warrior right now. So we'll run that, see if we can't get some extra damage, because I know that one of the trinkets that I'm rocking right now, this Siphoning Light brand, doesn't do too much. If we look at the last Dawnbreaker 6 that I did, if we look at that trinket, it was about 1.4% of our damage. So it does look like it's about a 12,000 DPS increase. Not too bad. We'll take that, and we'll move on to the main event, which is going to be the Shaman. The Shaman's got quite a few pieces and whatnot that he'll be able to sift through today, so we'll see. And we did get a Necrotic Wake 8 on the Warrior. All right, Shaman, here we come. What I was really hoping for on the warrior, honestly, was a weapon, because I'm still using a champion weapon on that guy. We didn't get that, unfortunately. That's okay, we'll just get to crafting one at some point, I'm sure. So then that way we can actually have something that's a little bit better. We won't worry about embellishing it, I don't think. We'll just use sparks and crests and everything. So we are in Restoration Loot Spec. We open up the big boy vault for the Shaman. Got a couple of nice pieces here, okay? So if we look at the veteran mail shoulders, not too worried about that. But that's kind of unfortunate, actually. What are the odds that I get 2 myth slots on the Shaman, and they're both weapons? That does not feel too great, if I'm being completely honest, because I use a crafted dagger and shield with my embellishments. So chances are I'm not going to be getting rid of those, right? Because those embellishments do a decent amount for me when it comes to adjusting my stats around a little bit, lets me force them to be there. And yeah, we got a 2-handed mace with intellect and a 2-handed staff with intellect. Neither of the secondaries on them are that great. The main hand is okay, but I only get about 110 extra crit. We do get some avoidance, but that's not really something that I care to get. And same on the flip side with the staff. I don't think that's going to be too insanely worth it, especially because we would have to spend a lot of crest to start upgrading that. So as much as I hate to say it, it may end up being a token angle for the Shaman this week. We'll run a quick questionably epic sim to see what we can do, if it's really worth taking for the Shaman. I don't think either of those weapons are, unfortunately. So we're going to import our gear here. Yeah, and then we'll select those, and we'll I guess see. Yeah, it looks like both of them are significant decreases to healing per second right now. So, tokens it is, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we take it. We get a socket on another piece, right? So that's going to be a benefit to that. We can put a socket on our bracers, which are decent. Our helmet, probably not going to change the helmet out very much. Save it if we get a different belt, whatever the case may be. But that's what we've got going on for vaults this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe down below if you want to get notifications for the next videos that I post. More than likely going to be vault videos. And then stay tuned over the next couple weeks. We're going to have some giveaways going on for the new Mountain Dew Doritos Rockstar crossover with World of Warcraft. There's going to be mounts and battle pets, tabards, and all sorts of stuff that you'll be able to enter yourself into giveaways for. So stay tuned for that over the next couple weeks. And I'll see you guys when I go live here in just a little bit. Thanks.